Hey everybody, welcome to Love and Reload, the voice of the relocation industry. I am your host, Ben Cross, and I'm so blessed and honored to be here today with my good friend, Adam Lowy from Move for Hunger. Adam, how's it going?
Ben, this is a beautiful, beautiful studio you've
Dude,
got
you're here.
I didn't think I'd ever make it, but here I am. I'm in Dallas, and I am just blown away by this. This is so cool. I thought it was all a green screen.
You thought it was a green screen?
Yeah.
You didn't think we actually had an office?
I thought I was going to walk in. There's going to be a sheet hanging. I've known you for a long time, and I got to say, I'm impressed.
You know, the funny thing about success is you find out how many people didn't believe in you. And it's shocking 5 years in, you know, just how many people you care about and you respect who just deeply, deeply are unconvinced, you know? So thank you, Adam. I really, really appreciate that. You don't more than you know, I lack motivation from time to time and you've given it to me and thank you so much for that. Hey, get in the comments, y'all. Feel free to weigh in, on your, suspicions. Yeah, let us know who you are, where you are. Yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun here. I've known Adam for a long, long time, too long. So if this goes off the rails, I'm sorry, but we're going to be talking about food insecurity, professional insecurity, and just all sorts of cool things. You celebrated a big milestone birthday recently. You jumped off the building, recently in Nashville with maybe with some help. And I'm just looking forward to it. We got people checking in here. Taylor Heidemann in studio.
Studio audience.
What's up? Move for Hunger in the office. Drew Phillips checking in, loving this. What's up, Drew? Droober.
Drew. He is everyone's favorite Droober.
Drew says, never a doubt, Ben. Thanks, Drew. I appreciate it. Quick story. Really, well, quick story. Can I tell a story?
You can. It's your show.
About people not believing in me, but it also has something to do with you.
I have always believed.
But it also has something to do with you.
Uh-oh.
No, because like when early on in GLOMO and whatnot, I would be making charitable donations or paying vendors or whatever, and you use a debit card, credit card, whatever. And so I'm making my Move for Hunger donations, or I'm donating to another charity, or I'm paying a vendor, and I would use my credit card, and it said Dan Cross on it. And so I was doing this, and about a year into the business, it comes out on Love and Relo that everyone thought I was using my dad's credit card. My first name is Dan. I was named after my father. I'm the third. My son's the fourth. But everyone thought so they all thought I was like cosplaying an entrepreneur over here. And like I was actually just using my dad's credit card
Daddy's
this whole time.
bankrolling the whole operation.
Yeah. So we started calling my dad the chairman. He's like retired. He has no idea. He's like senile. Anyway, shout out to Dad if you're watching. Yeah, so anyway, thanks for the support. But hey, speaking of old people, you just celebrated a birthday.
I did.
What was that like?
I'm 40 years young, and it was great. I think this is going to be the best decade ever. I feel older and slower, but beyond that, I feel great.
Dude, 40 hits hard.
40 hits hard.
My hearing's going.
My hearing's still there.
My eyesight, my nearsightedness is going.
I've got one gray beard hair right now and one gray hair, and I think it's
Can we zoom in?
Can we zoom in?
Adam's,
one for each of my two children.
Can we find it?
And you're not going to find it.
Like where's Waldo?
It's hidden there. That's really all that's going on, I'd say, in terms of aging right now.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Do you blame each of the kids for like?
Yeah, each of the kids.
Hair, this one's you and this one's you.
Yeah, but I'm not having any more kids, therefore there should be no more gray hair.
That's it. Very cool. And so you celebrated that recently. That's awesome.
Had a great time. I'd never seen him before, but I went out to see Jerry Seinfeld in New York on my birthday.
Oh, that's sick. Where'd you see him?
We saw him. I'm literally forgetting the name. It was up on the Upper West.
Upper West Side, like the Comedy Cellar or something?
No, it was
something bigger than that, probably.
Yeah. It's where the Allman Brothers always play. I literally can't remember the name of the venue. But
yeah, anyway.
Beautiful space. He was hilarious. Never heard a single joke that he told. It was all brand new stuff.
All brand new material.
And it was great. Had a great time.
Yeah, I felt so blessed. I went to Sherm one year, and he was the Thursday night entertainment.
Oh wow!
I'm like, what? You go to a conference and you get Seinfeld?
It's crazy.
Sick.
I mean, Sherm also puts on a ridiculous conference. I've only gone once, and it was Kelly Clarkson.
Yes.
And then when I did the Kelly show 2 years ago. I told her, I'm like, I just saw you a few months ago and you were incredible. She's like, you were at that show. I'm like, Kelly was just the coolest person ever.
Look at you, like casually name dropping Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I was talking to Kelly, and I was like, yeah, I saw you.
That was
out there.
the only
didn't wanna
time
make
I
it
will ever
weird.
talk to Kelly Clarkson, so I feel like I have to name drop it because I got it. You know?
I gotta ask you, you've met so many cool people besides me in this whole journey with Move for Hunger. What, 17 years into this?
Yeah.
Who's the coolest person besides who's the coolest person that you've met? Or was there like a celebrity that you were like kind of starstruck over?
I mean, I've definitely been I mean, you probably remember like the very early days, we were kind of like thrust into it because we won 2 award shows in 1 year, one on VH1 and one on NBC. So that was like every celebrity. Like I remember being backstage at the VH1 Do Something Awards and interrupting a conversation between Will Ferrell and David Beckham.
What?
And it like,
Stop.
and I didn't even have anything to say.
You just
I'm
butt
like,
in.
I think I just said, excuse me, I'm a big fan of both of you. And like, that was just very fun.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like most people I've met have just been like pretty cool and down to earth.
Yeah.
You know,
Didn't Terrence Howard give you that award at VH1?
Terrence Howard gave the award at the Do Something Awards. Yeah.
Yeah. And he was really hot then too. That was like,
Yeah, he was really big then for sure.
yeah.
Yeah, I sat next to Leanne Rimes. It was like the best day of my life, you know?
Wow. It's been downhill from there, huh?
Yeah, all downhill. You know? I haven't
No.
seen a celebrity in a while.
Get in the comments, y'all. Check in with us here. We're going to talk about Move for Hunger, what's going on, what's next for 2026. I'm just reminiscing with my buddy over here. We got Tanya Maritini checking in. Hello from Salt Lake City.
Hey, Tanya.
What's up, Tanya? What's up, T?
World's best board member, gotta say.
Wow. A lot of shade there.
I mean, I love all my other board members, but
Tag a board member that's not the best. Somebody please tag a board member that's not the world's best.
man, I blew that one.
Well, no, there's only 8 people watching, so it's
Yeah,
probably fine.
we're okay.
Tanya's just so excited about what Move for Hunger has planned for 2026. Yeah, Tanya, get in the comments with questions too, Tanya. He could use a softball. Patrick Marble says, really complaining about 40? LOL. Wait for the 50s. Patrick, what do we have to look forward to?
What do we have to look forward to?
Sheesh, something's gonna fall off or something. I don't even know. They say things hurt that you didn't know you had.
That happened at 30, my friend.
Oh my gosh, really. Talk to me really quick though about the Daisy Sinclair checking in. So excited to have Adam and team in the office. Taylor Heidemann, Alexa, Mezzacappa, like half a kappa. Yeah, kappa's half a gay. Yeah, yo, I got this. Hey, yo, hey, I speak a little bit of that, you know.
Do you say something else in Italian?
Hey, che cazzo fai, huh?
All right.
You know, stugats. No, I was raised Italian. I always say that. I took Italian in high school.
Same, me too.
Yeah, my stepfather was Italian. I grew up in New York, so like, what are you gonna do? Hey, not for nothing.
What you gonna do?
Anyway, so tell me about Nashville though, because that was crazy.
Nashville was amazing. We had 50 people rappel down the Omni Hotel in downtown Nashville the day before the Country Music Awards. Like the energy was at its peak. And
It was a real who's who too. I remember when you called me up trying to get me to do this. First of all, terrible idea calling me. Of all the people, you could have really anyway. But you were like, yeah, I'm trying to get like a few folks.
yeah, that turned into 50. And
50 folks.
And I got to say, like, I thought it was going to be a lot of locals. People flew in. People were flying in from all over the
It
country.
was crazy the
do
amount of
this.
people that were doing it.
And we had a drop party the evening before because you got to do it the day before because we weren't sure how it was going to go. You know, we've never thrown 50 people off a building.
Yeah, it could have been like the last
It
thing
could
y'all
have been
did.
the last thing that we did.
Yeah, it could have been the going out party.
But it was honestly unbelievable. I mean, the love in the room, the people that were there, was some of our best supporters, some of our best partners. They raised enough money to help us feed 600,000 people. Like it was,
Amen.
it was an incredible event. I mean, we're gonna do it again. We're gonna pick a different city. I think we're gonna have this start to be like a traveling event.
So like instead of like maybe truck pulls, we're switching to like we're
Oh
scaling
no,
buildings?
the truck pulls are alive and
pulling
well. We still
trucks?
got truck pulls happening. We're planning more cities this year for the truck pulls, but I think we're gonna do a drop in a different city.
Bear with me. Drop a truck.
I mean, it's not your worst idea, but certainly there's room for improvement.
Yeah, you always doubted me. Drop a truck. No, the truck pulls are epic, but now the drop looks so cool. I was watching online. I remember I was sitting at home actually, and I got the alert like people are going live, who I wouldn't like accustomed to seeing go live on socials and stuff. And I was like tuning in, and I'm like watching these people rappel down the Omni, right, in Nashville.
The Omni, yeah.
And
20 stories.
And I'm like, that's crazy.
My dad did it. Got my dad to do it with me. It was great.
What was that? I mean, was it scary?
So when you're standing up on top of the building and you're looking off, you're like, this is pretty high. But once you start going down, and by the way, we had like these ex-military rappelling experts that were like leading us through this process. Like they were amazing. But when you're going down, you're either looking up or you're looking at the building.
Okay.
About a quarter of the way down, I made the mistake of just kind of glancing over my shoulder to take a peek.
Right.
That was the only moment that I felt fear.
Did you like start like shaking or trembling or anything like that?
No, I just, in my head, I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Like I'm just focused on the task on hand. But honestly, it was a great experience. Like I felt safe the whole way. And when do you get to like scale down a building? Like you're like Spider-Man. Like it was so much fun.
I think it's illegal generally.
Well, we're gonna do it again. Like it's gonna happen. If you want to do it, if others that are watching want to do it, like I don't know which city yet. We're narrowing down some places, but it's so much fun. It was the most fun I think I've had yet.
Do people try to like race down, or do they try to savor it?
No, you can't go down like super fast. There's a lot of safety in there, just like every event we do, right? Like you gotta have safety.
Yeah.
But some
remember
people
that time someone got ran over by a truck at AMSA?
don't remember that.
No,
man.
yeah, I remember that's why AMSA don't exist anymore. Actually, remember that?
Don't-
They got rid of the whole organization.
Live on air, but don't recall.
That was wild, dude.
I take the fifth. It's been a lot more safety put in since those Wild West days of AMSA.
Lessons were learned.
What's AMSA?
Yeah, what's AMSA? Deniability. Anyway, yeah, so there's a lot of safety involved.
Safety involved. No, I mean, like you kind of go down at your own pace, but everyone was out there doing it. I mean, it was. I have nothing to say, but it was just wonderful, and I recommend everybody rappel down a building.
Wow, that's awesome. Why do you think? I mean, why do you think you got? Why do you think 50 people did it? I mean, originally you were talking like you wouldn't get half dozen people or something.
We to do it, you basically had to fundraise $2,500, which is not a small amount of money.
Sure.
It's not a crazy amount of money, but for us, every dollar we raise helps provide 4 meals. So $2,500 provides 10,000 meals. So it was more than just facing your fear to go down a building.
Yeah.
There's real fear out there every day of people that are going to bed not knowing where their next meal is coming from. And even the people that were most afraid, they're like, this still pales in comparison. And it became their why. It became, I'm going to raise this money. I'm going to find a way to get there. And, we had everyone hit their goals. We had some people raise, tens of thousands of dollars on their own. We'd never seen anything like that. And we ended up ending the year delivering 17 million pounds of food to 600 food banks across the country.
Wow.
That's up 2 million from the year prior.
Wow.
In a year that we thought was going to be a struggle. And it was, by the way.
Why did you think it was going to be a struggle going into it?
There were a lot of kind of headwinds kind of coming into 2025. New administration was in, not all political, but we saw a lot of things like policies changing. You probably saw between the government shutdown and then the changes to food stamps and SNAP. There were a lot of people.
SNAP stuff was crazy.
That were struggling. And if you talk to most food banks, not only are they still busier than they'd ever been before, but the number of new people. It's not like, oh, this person's been hungry for 5 years. It's like, no, these are brand new people that never thought that they would use a food bank, that could have lost their job, could have had one medical emergency. There's a million reasons why people need the support of food banks. And I'd say between what was happening from a policy side and a government shutdown side, then you look at what's happening, overseas with wars and tariffs and all these things, like it kind of all compounds. It makes it really challenging for people. It's been a hard year.
I remember I was volunteering locally here at Minnie's Food Pantry late
Great
last year.
organization.
Yeah, I mean, unbelievable. And I had volunteered at North Texas Food Bank a couple of times here. Also, great organization. Lot bigger, kind of more corporate. You know, Minnie's had kind of a different vibe. It was just lots kind of soulful. You kind of you're close to the people who are using the pantry and the food and close to the stories, and Minnie's daughter was there, you know, she just has such a great spirit. But you know, I did that with the NTRP folks, and we left there, and I took my mom to lunch at a Irish pub down around the corner in downtown Plano, and I was waiting for her to get there, and I was talking to the server, and I was like, yeah, I was, you know, just over at Minnie's. She's like, how's your day going? I was like, it's going great. You know, I was just over at Minnie's, you know, volunteering this morning. She's like, oh, Minnie's, yeah, I go there. And I was like, and I thought about it, I was like, you go there to volunteer? You go there like to get food. And I'm thinking like food insecurity and the need is so prevalent. We don't even realize how many people it touches and how pervasive it is. And I think it's very easy for us to live in this bubble and to just think it's other people and not, it's not real to us sometimes. And then it's uber real, right?
Yeah.
And then it gets like super, super real because you don't know where your next meal is coming from.
We're out here because we had our team retreat, and I brought the whole Move for Hunger team together, which we haven't done in 2 years, a lot of new faces. And we're really talking about our why. We're talking about what our goals are for this year. We're talking about how we achieve these things. And, you know, this topic kind of came up. Our COO asked and said, hey, if there's anyone in this room that grew up accessing food banks, if you feel comfortable, could you raise your hand? And a couple hands went up on my own team. And then we started thinking about the other folks that we've talked to, even within this industry. Yeah. Some really powerful CEOs that you never would have thought.
Right.
But that's the thing, right? There's no identity for someone that is food insecure or someone that grew up that way. Yeah. Food insecurity affects people at all different times in people's lives. It doesn't matter if you're in a red state or a blue state. Yeah. It doesn't matter about anything because for most Americans, you're one paycheck away.
Yeah, that's real.
From poverty.
Yeah.
And that's a challenge. And at the same time, you have all this abundance. Yeah. I mean, that was the other reason why you asked.
That's the crazy part
why was this year so good? This year was so powerful and impactful because there were more opportunities for food being wasted than ever before, which is crazy. We were getting calls. We got a call about 90,000 pretzel buns that went to waste. We got calls every day. Every day there's like just another phone call. It's like, how are we going to move this food?
How does 90,000? Hey, get in the comments, y'all, by the way. Let us know, you know, your why you support Move for Hunger, or, you know, if food insecurity has ever touched you or your life or people you know. I'm really kind of curious. I love the stories about it, but I'm also curious. And I see you, Patrick. I see you, Drew. You know, get in the comments, hit that like button. I want to hear from y'all, and I want to get to you out there. But you said 90,000 pretzel buns we're going to go to waste. How does that happen, and what do you do?
Yeah. So number one,
I love a pretzel bun. I would never waste
everyone loves
one
a pretzel
bun, much less 90,000 of them.
So number one, every single day in this country, 2,000 truckloads of food are rejected when they get to their destination.
Holy crap.
For a variety of reasons, right? So could be that the food is truly bad, but that's usually not the case if it's already gotten on a truck.
Yeah.
Oftentimes that food, maybe a pallet shifted and a couple things got crushed, but the rest is completely fine.
Right. Because we need pretty food in this country, don't we? God forbid the box is dented or crushed or something, right?
In the case of the pretzels or the pretzel buns and many others that we get calls on, it's the date, right? Short dated, they call it. So
it's not even expired yet. It's just short dated.
Short dated. There's not enough time. We got a call, I think it was like 20 pallets of granola that was expiring 3 months from now. But that gap was too much time for it to go to the grocery store. Wow. The grocery store didn't want it. And by the way, sometimes that food is technically expired or literally about to expire, but it's still good.
Oh yeah.
It's not like it's your chicken expiring.
Yeah, it's not
Like,
raw chicken, right?
You know,
It's,
it could be
it's
a box of
non-perishable
cereal
food.
expire. It's
Yeah.
soup. Most food banks will accept soup up to a year past that expiration date.
Sure.
Because when you look at best by, use by, sell by, expires on, none of it actually means anything.
Right.
And most people are throwing away food due to date label confusion.
Date label confusion. It's so funny because we have this debate here in the office all the time because, you know, we have a pantry full of non-perishable foods in there, and, you know, people have different interpretations of the date labels on there. And it's really kind of funny you say that, date label confusion.
We're all
What
guilty of it.
is date label confusion, Adam Lowy?
Date label confusion is essentially all of the stuff on that's saying best by, use by, sell by doesn't mean anything.
I love this because this is also, like, coincidentally an old man take. So go ahead, Adam.
Wait.
It ain't expired. Give it to me.
Just eat
Put
it.
some tussin on it.
Yeah.
Anyway, come on, let's go, Adam. Talk to me.
Come on, you can put tussin on
Talk
it.
talk to me.
You smell your food, you
Yeah.
taste your food. Your food's going to tell you when you get bad. So
That's right, that's right.
Here's the thing with food waste, right? When food actually expires, when food begins to spoil,
Yeah.
it's going to let off gases.
Yeah.
And that's going to change the smell. That's going to change the taste.
Right.
There's actually new packaging being developed that when that starts to spoil and the gas is released, maybe it changes the color of the packaging
Ooh.
or the texture of the packaging. Your
So
food
I don't
will
have to,
tell
like,
you
smell
when.
that milk next
Yeah.
time and be like, oh.
Yeah, do not believe the date. The food will tell you when it expires.
Yeah.
Period.
I'm so with you on that. Like, I have bags of chips in there or something, right? And it's like, tell me that stuff's expired. I'm like, please.
Yeah. I mean, we'll get calls, and then obviously we need to make sure that the food bank will accept whatever it's going to be. So we reach out to the food bank. There's some food banks that will say, yes, let's take it. There's some food banks will say, hey, could you just make sure, get me an extension letter from the manufacturer. And all the manufacturers will always say, this product is actually safe to consume for another 12 months or whatever it is past the date that's on there. They put that date on there because that's when it's freshest. But if you've noticed, there's also an expiration date on bottled water, on your spices in your pantry.
Oh,
it's
forget about it. My
right.
cumin is so old. My celery salt is so old.
Celery salt's pretty old, I gotta say. On that
You
one.
know?
Cumin I go through, but the
I go through a
celery
lot
salt-
of cumin too. I'm lying about the cumin, but the celery salt is so old.
Yeah, it's just this contrast between abundance and need in this country that's so frustrating, because food waste is very solvable. Hunger should be solvable, significantly more complicated because there's so many other factors that play into it, right? Your healthcare costs, your housing costs, your education, like your ability to gain employment. There's so many pieces. Like, hunger is a symptom of poverty. So we have to get people out of that cycle first. And for us, the work that we're doing now, delivering this food to food banks, providing more capacity for them right now to be able to get food out the door, to be able to provide all the other wraparound services that so many of these great food banks and pantries are providing, they can do their jobs better and help pull people out of that cycle of poverty. We don't want them to worry about how the food's going to get on their shelves. We'll bring the food into the food banks. They can go get the food to the people that need it.
I love it. I love it. Get in the comments, y'all. Let us know what you're thinking out there. This is great. Patrick Marble weighs in, says, Adam, watching from afar for all these years, has moved for hunger, has grown into what it is today, has been humbling and inspiring. As you look back on that, Adam, like, what are your feelings about what Move for Hunger has accomplished?
You know, when we started it, it was just, let's help movers donate their food when they move, right? It was just like a simple, it wasn't even supposed to be a nonprofit. Like, I was still doing marketing for Mercedes-Benz.
Mm-hmm.
And in our first year we did.
You were doing the GMR?
I was at GMR.
Yeah, I was at GMR too. we both worked at the same marketing company, like back in the day.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Our first year we collected 34,000 pounds of food, which I thought was incredible. And
That is incredible.
come to this year where it's 17 million pounds of food,
Yeah,
which is also
incredible.
ridiculous. You know, every year we find another layer to add on to, and we launch new programs and we do these things because there's gaps, right? We're not trying to recreate what's there. We're trying to figure out what can we do best that nobody else is doing to help food get to where it needs to be more efficiently, more cost effectively, faster. And it's been really exciting. And, you know, there's those moments where you look back over the years. We get our 10-year and 15-year birthdays, and like those are fun. And then you get a Kelly Clarkson, you know, or an award show, and like that's amazing. But this week, sitting with my team and just like looking around, we're 20. You know, I think there were 19 of us there, and we've got a few that weren't able to be there, but 19 of us, and I just marvel at what they're doing every day, right?
Yeah.
Because it started with like me and a yellow pad in my dad's conference room at the moving company. And now it's like they've completely taken ownership of what it means to recover food. They're far smarter than I am at this point. And I'm just very fortunate to be able to watch the team grow this thing. It's not just me, it's us.
Yeah, that's super cool. That is really cool. And I mean, for any business to be able to scale like that, you know, you have to transfer the vision to people that can really run with it and take it to the next level, you know, and take it way beyond where you could have ever even thought of it going. And I, you know, you guys have a really phenomenal team, and I've only met, you know, a few of them, right? And I don't know what the rest of the
Well, we were just, it was funny. We were just with Altair Global. They hosted us. We love
shout out to
Globals.
Altair.
And I remember Chad just kind of like, look, he's like, I didn't know there were so many of you. Like,
Yeah.
he just couldn't believe.
Was he buying lunch? Is that why he said it?
He did buy lunch.
Yeah, that's why he's like 19. That's a
Catherine
lot
and
of
Amy,
lunches.
we love them over there. There's so many of you.
Shout out to Chad. I'm gonna tag Chad and Catherine right now in the comments here.
We had Derek Potter. He came and visited from Firefighting's
gosh.
Finest, one of our earliest moving partners.
All these people.
You know, he couldn't believe that some of us had legs, you know, because you're only looking at us on a Zoom screen part of the time. We had one of our partners from FreightX on the freight and logistics side of the house, which was really cool. And then we had Bell Partners, which is one of our larger property management partners. So really bringing together everybody and helping the team understand and connect with some of the faces that do the work every day. And now we're here right now, but the rest of the team is kind of scattered around Dallas right now, trying to meet up with a few of our partners and food banks and pantries and et cetera. So it's really fun.
Yeah. That's awesome. Get in the comments, y'all. Let us know what you're thinking here. If you got questions for Adam or comments. Holly Ann is saying, it warms my heart to hear from you today, Adam and Ben. My company's mover is a partner with Move for Hunger here in Alberta.
Love that.
I am amazed at your commitment and the huge impact you are making for those in need. Thank you.
Doing it up in Canada too, Ben. We got a lot going on up north.
When did you guys get into Canada?
Very, very early. At least 10 or 12 years ago. We teamed up with CAM, Canadian Association of Movers. They've been phenomenal partners since the very beginning. And yeah, we've got some incredible Canadian movers getting food into those food banks.
Are there other countries that are participating? I know it gets kind of difficult when you go to other countries.
It is difficult. We went into Canada because it was right there and it was easy and there wasn't much of a language barrier for us. When we've started exploring other countries, there's a lot of red tape to run an organization in another country, separate boards, separate bank accounts, separate offices. Like it's actually more challenging than it should be. We've done activations, we've done team building in different countries, you know, especially with companies with larger, you know, headcounts. But I'd say it's harder to kind of activate. The one, I'd say, silver lining, or the one thing that we've been able to do through the International Association of Movers, also a very long time partner, shout out Brian and Terry and the whole team over there.
Shout out Brian.
You know, we've met so many moving companies that have seen this for a decade now. And basically we said, hey, here's our process. While we can't officially be Move for Hunger in your country, if you want to do it, we're not stopping you. Here's it white labeled, go do your thing. And I've heard a number of stories of moving companies in other countries that are collecting food for their food banks, and I love that.
That's awesome.
Because it's not us. It's that, like, each company, whether it's mover or multifamily or logistics, like they're making Move for Hunger their own thing.
Yeah, and it's not just movers anymore. I think that's kind of cool too. You know, people don't realize that because of the name and everything, but you guys are in the multifamily space. What is that about?
We have 600,000 apartment units that participate, and when residents give notice that they move out, they get a Move for Hunger bag. They can put their food there, and we actually work with Court Furniture Rental. They go and they pick all that food up. We also use some of our moving partners. We do food drives with them. But you think about it, like people are moving in and out of apartments very frequently, and not all of them are using full-service moving companies. So we were missing a whole demographic of people. 74% of people self-move. 74.
I believe it.
Yeah. So, you know, why not engage that part of the community? And they've been great. We love the multifamily space. It's been really exciting building. We're going to start. We've never done a multifamily truck pull. So this year we will have at least one multifamily truck pull.
Yeah, I was going to say, what are you pulling at that point?
Well,
pulling the truck still? Or you pulling like a...
There's trucks out there. There's trucks that service that industry, but it might be a moving truck too. We'll see.
pull a red court truck maybe?
Could be a red court truck. We love those red court
I
trucks.
like those look light, those trucks. They're not like 26 footers, a little smaller.
No, they got a fair amount of 26. Hey, if you're ever in Vegas, I encourage you to go visit Court's warehouse.
Okay.
Vegas. Unbelievable. Like, I've been to a lot of moving warehouses. We were just at All My Son's warehouse here, which was also very beautiful. But that Court warehouse in Vegas, it's like, all right, here's a whole shelf of couches. Here's a whole shelf of like, I think it's not anything you've seen because it's fulfillment almost in a different way.
Right.
It was cool.
Wow. All right. Next time I'm in Vegas with nothing to do, I'll go to the Court
You know,
warehouse and go check that out. And I'm like, hey, honey, what are we doing? Oh, it's so boring here. So, let's go look at couches.
You can.
Sorry, shout out my friends at Court. Love y'all. Yo, get this. Karen Mendez is awake. What are you doing awake right now? Go to bed. Karen says, shout out from Australia. Love the Move for a Hunger movement.
She's always awake, and I always tell her, because she wants to do a truck pull in Australia. I said, if you pull it off, I'm in. I will fly to Australia, and we'll do the first Australian truck pull. Ben, I feel like you should broadcast.
I've been trying to get to Australia. Yeah. How do we get that? Like, can we get that sponsor?
We need to put the energy out in the universe. She's advocating for it, so I'm
Karen, let's make it happen, Karen.
2026 Australia.
Do the trucks go counterclockwise?
Yes.
Down there?
Yeah, the wheels turn counterclockwise.
We're gonna pull it in reverse.
You're very astute. I like that. Attention to detail.
That's a little joke. Daisy, GLOMO team trip to Vegas. Now Daisy's gonna go look at couches in Vegas.
Yeah.
You don't want to go to Vegas, Daisy. It's so boring. You don't want to go.
There's nothing there.
You don't want to go. There's nothing to do. Just look at couches. Yeah, Daisy's asking also, she said there's some lovely artwork behind you. Who did that?
Oh yeah, this is great. For those of you watching, Ben drew our logo on the whiteboard, which is pretty cool. I gotta say, you did a good job. When I walked in, we were all like, "Who did that?" And he's like, "Me." And obviously, we called BS. Right away.
They're like, "No, Daisy did. No, Sharina did it. No, somebody that must have left earlier did it."
Somebody with talent. And then I took but here's the joke. I say that jokingly and lovingly because then I took a tour. I learned something new about you today, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
I took a tour, and Ben is a phenomenal painter, and he starts showing me all these paintings. And like, once again, I looked at him. I'm like, nah, where'd you buy that from? Like, who did that? And then he starts describing the technique, and I immediately my BS meter just went away entirely. We're very cynical in New Jersey, so I apologize. But Ben, in all seriousness, you are very talented.
Thank you.
You know, I thought you were just a face.
Yes, you've been
and a
doubting.
voice,
You've been doubting me for years.
But you,
we've talked about this
for
remember?
years. No, but it's now we've got a new skill. You've had these skills, and now we've got another one.
A new skill. Thank you, Adam.
It's always
I appreciate
with love.
it. Yes, of course. No, of course, definitely. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. He was trying to encourage me to quit my job and go sell paintings in Bermuda or something.
Honestly, if you guys come to this GLOMO office and look at some of this art, like he could have a gallery. Like some of this stuff could be in like a little gallery downtown.
A little crappy gallery that nobody buys anything from.
I'd buy it.
Karen says, GLOMO down under. It's happening, Adam. All right. Yo, let's go, Karen.
I'm in.
Let's go.
Lex, we're going to Australia. All right.
Let's go. Karen, do I need a visa? What do I need down there?
I think you just need a passport.
Just a passport?
Yeah.
I'm good?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I fly business though, Karen. I need that lay down, Big boy, all right? No, that sounds good. Speaking of what else we're doing in 2026, besides going to Australia for a counterclockwise truck pull, what else are we doing in 2026, Adam? What are we looking forward to?
What else are we doing? We got a lot going on. There's going to be more truck pulls once again, starting with the Arizona Moving Association's truck pull in February, first truck pull of the year.
Okay.
Really excited about that. They always have a phenomenal turnout. And
when is that?
That's going to be first
Roughly?
week of February.
Okay.
Yeah. I will be out there. I'm a Sun Devil, so any excuse to get back out to
That's
Arizona,
right.
I'm always getting out there.
ASU.
ASU.
Whose truck's getting pulled out there in Arizona?
That is a great question.
David Beckham?
Camelback
moving.
Camelback
Love those people out there.
Yeah, Justin Time will be there. Camelback moving. We got a whole bunch of people that are going to be
Love
out
Justin.
of this. This is when it's nice to have like Taylor with me at all times. 'Cause
Yeah.
she's like, Adam, it's Camelback moving. Trying to be all nonchalant.
Yeah.
My brain, like I said, is a little
This
bit.
is
on
why you
empty.
bring 19 people, because you have zero
we just finished a team
knowledge of what
retreat.
goes on.
Yeah.
It takes 19 people to do a presser
We-
for Adam. Line.
I mean, fortunately, there's a lot of events going on this year.
You do a lot of things.
It's honestly, it's crazy. Like we were looking at like, hey, what's happening in first quarter? And I'm like, I don't know if I can physically be in all of these places
Yeah.
at the same time. And I can, and I'm grateful that they can be too. But more and more people want to add purpose to the events that they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the first time we did it with like WRC a few years ago, like that was like kind of the start of it.
Yeah.
And now like we're doing events all over the place, and it's really cool because these things actually fund our ability to go recover food.
Yeah.
The average full tractor trailer load of like fresh food costs us just shy of $1,000 usually for us to move, right? So if we hear about, frozen sausage or a truckload of apples or whatever, we've got to move that in a refrigerated truck.
Yeah.
We got to pay
A
for that.
reefer, as they
A
say in the
reefer,
biz.
as they say in the industry, right? So while we work with our moving partners to do as much as possible, and they're very generous on kind of like the donated stuff, and the dry goods, if you will. When you're moving something in a reefer, sometimes cross state lines, it's pricey.
It's pricey.
And the ability to raise the funds to be able to do that is a big deal for us.
Yeah. Do you have any reefer partners?
We do. So we launched the Charity Freight Network about 18 months ago. And with that, we've been bringing in a lot of the leading freight and logistics partners across the country. So anyone, you're trying to get me on a gotcha right now.
No, I don't know. Taylor's laughing.
Taylor's laughing.
I'm impressed. Keep going. Keep going.
So any companies from like FreightX to McClay's, sometimes we've worked with Ryder, but you can go online and on our Charity Freight page, you'll see a whole bunch of companies that we're working with regularly, who are not only basically what happens with the Charity Freight Network is they're committing to join us. They're committing to donate X amount of loads, a little bit different depending on the size of the company per year.
Yep.
And then everything else, they're basically giving us at cost, right? So we're not paying what everybody else is paying for a load. And in fact, sometimes we're finding that we're getting better prices than food banks are getting. So we're getting calls now from food banks saying, hey, can you help us? Because food banks are paying a lot of money as they're purchasing food. We talked to a food bank in North Carolina that's paying a 3PL for 1,500 loads a year.
Oh, jeez.
That's a lot of loads.
That's a lot of loads,
right?
yeah.
And if we can start finding cost savings there, you create more capacity. Now, what do you do with cost savings? You're able to offer those wraparound services, help bring people out of poverty. So it's a new program within the organization, but we're finding a lot of data, and we're going to be able to tell that story in some really cool ways of not only how are we delivering more food to food banks, but also how are we saving food banks money through these national relationships we're creating.
Wow, I really love it too, because it feels like the food banks are kind of that final mile in the community, but you're kind of that middle mile, right, of getting it from wherever it doesn't need to be to the distribution hub locally. So cool, and I love that you're partnering with freight companies, because as much as I love movers, movers are irregular route, and the equipment is a little funky, right? And so when you're doing bulk, I mean, it's great for a 1.5 small box of canned goods, but when you're talking about pallets, it's not ideal, right? It's not lift gate enabled. It's not dock height, right? So when you're talking about salvaging a whole trailer load of frozen sausage, you got me hungry. Whole trailer load of frozen sausages, in your reefer, between the reefer and the frozen sausage, I'm starving over here.
We did 7 trailer loads of frozen sausage earlier last year. Yeah. We got that call. 7 trailer loads of frozen sausage.
Yeah. That's really awesome, man. That's really cool, dude. This is great. Get in the comments, y'all. Karen is actually giving me an update. She says, yes, you need a visa.
Oh,
So I can't just come down there with my passport and be like, hey, lottie-dottie, I need a little, lottie-dottie, I'm here to party. I'm going to
we'll give visas. It's fine. I'm not even worried about it.
Yeah. Carol, I'm getting texts about reefer partners.
Yeah.
Apparently, reefer partners are called drug dealers. I didn't know that. Reefer partners are dealers. Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. It's a bad joke. Anyway, wrong line. No, this is cool. So what else we got? Let's get past Q1, huh? Let's get past Q1, huh? Let's get to Q2.
It's hard to get past Q1.
It's
We're just in it. How are you past Q1?
No,
Everyone's
I'm not.
in it right now.
I'm in Q1.
We're starting the new year.
I'm in Q1.
Yeah, I mean, we did 17 million pounds of food this past year to 600 food banks. Again, growth over the year prior. We want to jump to 20 million pounds of food to food banks this year, which is another big jump for us. The goal is to eventually set ourselves up to be in such a position that we can start doubling, which is going to take some time. But I think over the next 3 years, we can get to a place where we can start to see us not just grow by a few million pounds, but actually be able to double the year prior. That involves the support of all of our moving partners, all of these new freight and logistics companies, all of our generous donors that are making financial donations to support the cause. All of that adds up.
Yeah.
And it's exciting. It's terrifying, when you think about it in scale, like how are we going to do that? But then again, each year the team steps up and they get us that much closer, and I'm really excited about it.
As you mentioned trucking, it just makes me think about the ATA MSC conference coming up in March. We're going to be there, and the fact that ATA has the moving and storage conference as this little niche of big ATA, which is probably, like the third biggest lobby in the country.
Oh, yeah.
Are y'all going to be there in Nashville?
We will be there down in Nashville again. We are going to be.
Must be tough.
We're going to
be Nashville again.
I love Nashville.
But they don't have a big enough couch warehouse for you in Nashville. Like,
they got hot chicken in Nashville.
Yeah.
It's great. And Court has a warehouse in Nashville as well. Just so,
oh man, look at this guy. He's got a red polo under there.
Anywhere you want to go.
Sheesh.
No, we're in the black today.
There you go.
We'll be in Nashville again this year. We are going to be packing meals as part of the event this year. Stephen Fisk and his family foundation are going to be helping out and supporting that event, which we love. I think it's a big opportunity. Dan Hilton, who's running the MSC now, phenomenal. I mean, I've met this guy a few times. I got to say, just from remove Move for Hunger for a second, but from an industry perspective, this guy cares about moving companies.
Yeah.
And I'm just really excited to work with him and also parlay some of his knowledge into how we can begin working with more of the other trucking associations too, because before we were just playing in the moving world, and now we actually are playing in this freight and trucking space.
Seems like a really good opportunity to kind of cross over into big ATA, get some good lift there.
We're hoping so.
Yeah. Did you know Dan Hilton was a Sunni guy?
I didn't know that.
Yeah, Dan Hilton's a Sunni guy like me,
There you go. It's
good guys up there.
Good guys up there. Absolutely.
Just saying. So 2026, big stuff. So how can people get involved? Where do you need people? What's the call to action here?
Yeah, we're going to need people just kind of all over. I mean, like, number one, if you're listening and you want to plan an event in your community, whether it's a meal pack or a truck pull or, any of the other community events that we put together that are big, Bay Area truck pull, for example, right? These are the big ones. Like, reach out. We want to help bring something to your community. It doesn't matter where that is. Canada included, by the way. Like, we will come up there. We're excited. We've done events in Canada before.
Yep.
Number two, you can make a donation, but really this year we're encouraging people to become a recurring donor. It's one of those things that you can kind of like set it and forget it, right? $25 a month feeds 100 people a month.
Wow.
It doesn't take much. That's 1,200 people a year for $25 a month. So if you go to the Move for Hunger page, click on donate, click on make it a monthly donation. It's really easy, and you get a kind of a cool sustaining donor tote bag. It's not NPR, but it's close enough. Certainly social. If you're following us online, share our content. Education is key. You heard me rattle off a whole bunch of statistics here today, but you can find everything on the gram, on on LinkedIn. Like
I
we
tag
want
y'all
people
on the
seeing.
gram. I
know you
tag
do.
Move for Hunger on the gram.
I know you too. We got a brand new marketing team this year. Shout out to Terry on my team who's leading the charge, and you're going to see a lot more educational content to help people really understand the why, the need, and how people can get involved. So those are the 3 easy ones to kind of start out with. We're just starting the year. We're still in January.
Okay.
There's going to be opportunities to help. There's going to be opportunities to volunteer. There's going to be opportunities at conferences where we want people to play a role. So we want to work with all of you.
So it sounds like plan events at your at your next event. Do like a complimentary kind of Move for Hunger event. Do a recurring give, and then look for the marketing and support the marketing.
Yeah. Ben, can I ask you, can I put you on the spot?
No, that's our show.
Well,
Thank you so much. Sorry, we're running out of time. We got to go to commercial break. Yeah, sure.
Can I put you on the spot?
Nobody watches this deep anyway.
Go
ahead. Yeah.
Can I ask you,
Yeah.
will you be our first recurring donor of 2026?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Amazing.
Yeah. Wow, that was easy.
See how easy that was? Sometimes you
Yeah.
just got to ask.
Yeah. No, I'd love to. Actually, I'm thinking about this year, and we're I have a presentation next week for the team where we're going to talk about our budget for next year and for this year, shit. And part of it's there's a profit share component for the team, but there's also I want to do a percentage of profit as earmarked for community for donations, whatever. We got to see how we define that, but yeah, that kind of stuff. And so yeah, we're gonna earmark that because I think a couple years ago we were much better as an organization about giving back, and I think the last couple of years have been kind of like progressively hard for us,
Hard for a lot of people,
and for our industry, but we're really hopeful about this year. So, in short, yes, we'd be glad to, we'd be honored to.
Very, very grateful for that. And I do just want to say, in all seriousness, we made a bunch of jokes about people not believing in Ben over the years. I've known Ben since the 1-800-PACK-RAT.
Are you holding your hand up like this, like when I was knee high to a grasshopper or something? Like
Ben was this big.
This is old man take number 2 here.
In fairness, I was probably like this big if Ben was this big. But I gotta say, Ben, like just watching what you've grown and how you've grown it, and like literally taking over an entire industry during a pandemic, it's been cool to watch. And we're up here making jokes and we're laughing, but the fact of the matter is, like, I call this guy for advice. He's called me. Like we stay in touch, and I think no matter if you're giving to charity, if you're doing business, it's relationships are at the core of everything. And Ben, you're good people, and
Thanks,
I think that's why people like working with you, and that's why you've found so much success in what you do.
I appreciate that very much. Thanks, Adam, and it's been really cool coming up with you, man. And we're growing old together, Adam.
We're growing old together, me and you, Ben.
Just a couple of like grumpy old men. We're
Yep.
just gonna be like Walter Matthau and Jack Lemmon over here. No, but it's been cool, man, because I'm 43 now, and so we kind of
Oh my
are
God, you're old.
contemporary. I know. Tell me about it. And I'm gonna need readers, so we're gonna be giving out GLOMO readers at the next conference. I'm gonna be that age, and but it's been cool. It's been a lot of fun. I've been love watching what you've done with Move for Hunger, and watching your team grow is really cool too. But I appreciate everything you said, and I really appreciate your friendship and watching your family grow too. That's another thing. Like as we get to know everybody in this industry, we're all friends and everything. Watching your family grow is really cool. We got people getting in the comments here. Get in here, show some love, weigh in. Charlie Morris,
Charlie,
out of PA, says, I encourage everyone to be a sustaining donor. Very worthy cause. Thanks, Charlie.
Charlie's the best.
Charlie, I got to get up there to see you, man. I'm sorry I couldn't make it to the last meeting there. I was otherwise committed. But I got to get up there. Holly Ann Healy, I am going to reach out to your team, Adam. Our Canadian Employee Relocation Council has a conference coming up in September.
Let's do
A
it.
truck pull would be awesome. Also, I'd like to explore ways to collect from our transferees that get a lump sum versus full move benefit so they can donate their food.
Please call us. We're excited to work with you.
Yeah. Holly Ann's on fire over here.
She's got it. We're taking Canada by storm this year.
Really? Charlie says the two of you are just young guys. Thanks, Charlie. Appreciate you. Yeah, this is awesome. Hey, Adam, you ready for a little overrated, underrated?
Uh-oh.
Because I'm not. We don't have anything for you here. We don't have anything for you here. Do you have anything for Adam?
No, I think I wrote pass to that.
I told you one. Oh yeah, cold pizza, overrated, underrated. Cold pizza.
Cold pizza underrated. Absolutely.
Are you a cold pizza guy?
No, but I'm not going to turn it down.
Any pizza? You don't waste food.
I don't waste food.
That's a not wasted food thing right there.
Yeah.
Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. It's like Family Feud over here. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer. Good answer.
If it was
answer.
not a good answer, they'd let me know it. I'll tell you that.
Oh, they're a tough crowd over here.
This is the toughest crowd in my office, and they're here with me today.
And you bring them with.
Yeah.
You know, I think cold pizza is underrated. I think she hates cold pizza. I think cold marinara sauce is underrated. I think anything.
I don't mind some cold marinara sauce.
You know what I mean? Like you open up like
cold marinara sauce and a hot mozzarella stick. Come on.
Sure. Why not? Why not? Like a gazpacho. I mean, that's basically what we're talking here.
I know. We just got some tacos at Legacy Hall.
Yes.
And I told Taylor, you know, if you drink the salsa, it's like a little gazpacho. We didn't do it. But I was really just trying to get Taylor to drink some salsa. It didn't happen.
It's some sipping
Some
salsa.
sipping salsa.
Yeah, you don't chug it.
That's how you do it in Texas.
Come on,
I've never
crazy.
done it, you know, but you know, to get a colleague to do it could be funny.
Yeah, 100%.
This is what it's like to work on my team.
Sounds a lot like my team,
Yeah.
to be honest with you.
Sipping salsa.
Sipping salsa. Let's see. Daisy chiming in here. It's been so great to see the growth at Move for Hunger over the years. I remember back when you visited us at Altair Global back in the day. Daisy says there.
Can we just give it up for Daisy too, though? Because like I feel like this whole rinky-dink operation would just fall apart without Daisy.
Daisy, aka the duct tape Sinclair.
Yeah, seriously.
Hey, Daisy.
We're walking in. She's got a welcome sign in the hallway.
No, listen.
She's sending me all the emails.
It's
No one understands
only
what's
because it's dry January. Okay, you come back in February. This place is in shambles. All right.
I'll be back in February. I can't wait.
Yeah.
We'll do an A/B test.
There we go. A/B test. There you go. No, Daisy's fantastic. We love Daisy. Overrated, underrated. Arizona Wildcats.
Overrated.
Overrated.
Absolutely. They don't even get rated. Come on.
Don't even get rated?
We're Sun Devils for life.
Sun Devils for life.
That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay.
How dare you?
Okay. Overrated, underrated. Bruce Springsteen.
Underrated. What am I supposed to say?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
from
I don't
Jersey.
know. This is why they're tough.
Basically, live in Asbury Park. Like come on.
You can't go home now if you
Yeah,
don't. You
yeah.
know.
Exactly. I heard you might do another tour. I think it's happening again.
Is it? He looks phenomenal.
He just keeps going.
I mean, the guy, like, he looks great.
He's still putting on 3.5-hour shows. 70.
Unreal. I saw him in concert here
Yeah.
in Dallas. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe 10 years ago now.
Yeah.
Jumping around like a maniac.
Mm-hmm. It's
Unreal.
still to this day always one of the best shows you can see. Right? Doesn't matter if you even like the music. If you just like live music,
Yeah.
it's one of the best shows you can see.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw the Stones 3 years ago at the Cotton Bowl.
Nice.
Mick Jagger. It was raining.
Yeah.
And it was like chilly. It's like October in the rain. And Mick Jagger's like out there. He's like 80. And he's like prancing around, like doing this shit like this.
Could he
like, on
still
the
do it? Do you
catwalk
still have
in the
it?
rain? I'm like, he's gonna slip and fall. He's gonna break a hip.
Yeah.
It's gonna be. He's gonna have 6 months after that. It's gonna be over. You know. Meanwhile, he's like popping on another kid or something. I don't know.
He's doing his thing. He just
Doing his
walks
thing.
around, he points, and he
Just
sings his
points,
song.
Yeah, that's great. Oh man. All right. Overrated, underrated. Last one.
You keep looking for support. It's
I
not
do.
there.
She's like, you're on your own, buddy. New York bagels.
You know what? For the region, I'll say underrated because New Jersey, New York, we've got good bagels. This is bagels, pizza. It's the water. It's
But the people say New York City water's like the best, like some of the best water in the country.
I don't see a big distinction between New York and New Jersey bagels or water. I think it's all the same.
Okay.
You come out here, Arizona, other places, it's not as great. And it's not just the bagels. It's just like
Do you know what was rated the #1 bagel in the country last year?
By whom?
The Bagel Mafia. The National Bagel Association.
National Bagel Board.
Obviously.
Yeah.
Interstellar Bagel, located in downtown Dallas.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to try it because it's not going to
I'm
live
not
up to
going
any
to try it,
expectations.
he says.
Yeah.
I'd rather slurp.
If you
slurp
want,
salsa.
if you want to come,
sip
if you want to come to
salsa.
Monmouth County, New Jersey, Hot Bagel Bakery. It's the best little bagel spot in the world. It's
All
wonderful.
right, last one. Overrated, underrated, Telurchios.
Our office used to be right near Telurchio's. Man, how do you know about Telurchio's?
Yo, I know
Those
Telurchios.
fried raviolis, though.
Oh my goodness.
My stepfather, so I grew up going to Middletown South football games. Yeah, and so Telurchio's son played on Middletown South, I believe.
Yeah.
And he played football with my stepfather's son. And so he would talk about him all the time. And I'm like, yeah, who cares? Like, whatever.
It's
right?
funny.
And then I see on Instagram like these ridiculous sandwiches, and I'm like, wow, this is crazy. Like, this is what you're talking about?
It doesn't make sense that they make money. So Telurchio's to me is like a moment in time because like I didn't grow up with it because I grew up a few towns over.
Yeah.
And then our office was in Red Bank for a few years, so we were like right there.
Yeah.
And I'd eat it all the time. And then we moved away, and I just really I've maybe been back like once or twice. But you order a sandwich from there, and there's like a pound and a half of meat.
Yeah.
On this sandwich.
Is it like $42 though or something?
No,
What
it's
is
like
it?
$10.
Oh my
like
God.
I'm like, you can't buy that much meat at the deli.
Yeah,
just
to
without a
make
sandwich.
it make sense,
Let
yeah.
alone all the other stuff they put
Yeah,
on it. And
yeah.
you can only eat like, you're lucky if you can get a half of it. Phenomenal. Phenomenal.
All right, I got one.
Underrated.
Underrated. Underrated. Telurchios. Overrated, underrated, the Molly pitcher.
I can't trash New Jersey. It's underrated, man.
Oh, I can't trash New Jersey.
You ever watch the 4th of July fireworks from that rooftop? It's an amazing thing. Yeah.
Actually, once I did, yeah. My parents got married at the Oyster Point.
For everybody that's like listening, they've got no idea what we're talking about.
don't
You're
care.
talking about the most
Nobody watches
local.
this shit.
Little
I don't care. There's like 5 people and they work here.
5 people.
Overrated, underrated, Basil's in Red Bank. You know that one? No? All right. And that's our show. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for watching. I really appreciate y'all. Wouldn't have a show without you. Adam, you keep doing what you're doing. You're doing
Thank you, Dad.
fantastic. Let me know where I got to sign up for this recurring donation of plasma.
Plasma.
I appreciate you.
MoveForHunger.org/donate.
MoveForHunger.org/donate. All right, cool. Sounds good. Thanks a lot. Appreciate you, man.
Thanks, Ben.
Take care.